Hey, what's up, everyone? I just wanted to take a minute to talk to you guys about RetroSound guitars. In the early days, you might say, well, I thought it was RetroSound pickups, and it was. And I had a great time making pickups. I learned a lot about making pickups. But one of the main things I learned about pickups is that there are a ton of really great pickup options out there. So in my mind, I thought, you know what? Is there really a need for another guy winding boutique pickups? And the answer for me was no, because there's so many guys that I already really love and so many pickup options that I personally love that I didn't really feel like I could contribute much in that space. But where I did see a need was in the guitar space, and that's why I've moved over to creating RetroSound guitars. Now, being in the industry, and being around all the major brands and a lot of boutique brands, I can tell you that, and probably what you already know, is that every year these guitars get more and more expensive. And while the prices climb, in most cases, unfortunately, the quality doesn't follow suit. In some instances, it's even going the wrong direction. So I saw an opportunity to build a custom shop pro level instrument at a price that pretty much any serious guitar player can afford. And what is that price? I can tell you everything that I'm currently making is under $3,000. And if you look at what is available out there right now in the market for under $3,000, you will see that based on the guitars I'm building and the quality that goes into them and the components I use, you can't touch them. There's nobody else out there making anything this high quality at this price point, especially for a set neck style guitar. Like there's a lot of bolt-on guitar options, there's a lot of Fender style guitars and some really great ones. But even those, most every boutique builder out there is over $3,000 now, and in most cases getting closer to four or even over $4,000. So the options for the kind of guitar I'm building sub $3,000, there just aren't any. And I think if you play one of my guitars, you will see just what I'm talking about in terms of the quality, the workmanship, the tones, everything that goes into these. You guys know that I am incredibly passionate about guitar. There, I hope, is no doubt about that. You guys know I've played the best of the best. I've owned and played countless guitars from all the big names and pretty much every boutique builder. So when I went into this, I knew what I liked. I knew what I wanted. And I was really setting out to build guitars that would inspire me personally. But I know that if they inspire me, they're going to inspire you because let's face it, you guys like the same guitars that I do. And I know this because I follow you guys on Instagram. I see your stuff. I see the guitars that you're buying, the stuff you like. It's the same stuff I like. So know that when I'm building these guitars, they are guitars that you're going to dig. You're going to absolutely love these guitars. And more than anything, you're going to love the quality that you're getting and the price you're paying to get it. And I think it's just fantastic. So I want to get into a little bit of the process of what goes into building RetroSound guitars. But before I did that, I just wanted to set the stage for the point of all of this and kind of my mission. And that is, again, just to clarify, I want to build a custom shop pro level instrument for you that you can afford that's basically, at a standard USA price range. Okay, so what goes into building RetroSound guitars? Well, I want to walk you through the process, and it's pretty simple. And it puts me in a very unique situation, which is great. And that's the only way that I can afford to provide these guitars for under $3,000, to be quite honest with you. As many of you know, years ago I worked at Iconic Guitars as the director of sales. Well, there's a gentleman there named William Raynaud who was our shop foreman, master builder. He's worked for some really big companies, Exotic, Trussart, a lot of really well-known big name companies out there. And he's built countless numbers of guitars, and he's a fantastic luthier. So when he left Iconic, when I left Iconic, he landed elsewhere, and he's sort of working for himself now. Well, this put me in a unique position to know somebody who's at his level of as a luthier, and I was able to basically work out a deal with him where he does all the work, because I'm not a guitar builder. I'm a guitar player, and I know how to do basic things. I'm great with setups. I'm great with light repairs, stuff like that. But in terms of building a guitar, I wanted somebody that was the best to be building these guitars. And William is absolutely amazing as a builder. So I don't know how many of you guys have ever heard of precision guitar kits. Okay, first of all, this is not like, oh, you ordered a bunch of, Chinese kits off Amazon. No. Precision guitar kits has been used by many, many reputable builders over the years. They're in Vancouver, Canada, and the wood that they're providing, the bodies and necks they're providing, are precision cut CNC, absolutely the highest quality lightweight lumber that you can get. The mahogany is beautiful. The Carina is absolutely beautiful. This is not cheap Chinese stuff. This is not bargain, stuff. It's not cheap. If you go on their website, Precision Guitars, take a look for yourself. You'll see it's not inexpensive, but what they provide is absolutely top tier lumber, as good as anything you're going to get from any custom shop, from whether it's Gibson, Fender, PRS, doesn't matter. Any boutique builder out there, what I'm getting from them is as good or better than anything else you're going to find. So I get that kit from them, right? Now I source all the best parts I can. Now there's lots of great options out there. For me, with the set neck, style guitars, I have gravitated towards Faber USA. And if you check their stuff out, it's expensive, but it's worth it. It's absolutely amazing. So the bridges, the inserts, the studs, the stop tail pieces, everything that I get from them is just absolutely top quality, top shelf stuff. Pickups I'm currently getting from Righteous Sound pickups mostly, and Righteous Sound makes amazing pickups. I'm also getting stuff from Throwback, Arcane in some cases. I have access to Lawler, Fralin, all of the really big boutique names that we all know, and they're great. And if you have something specific in mind, we can talk about that. But generally, I'm building these guitars and selling them as I go. I am open to taking custom orders, but at the moment, I'm not really doing that so much. But just know that when it comes to pickups, I'm sourcing the best stuff I can possibly find that I love, and I know you're going to love. Emerson custom wiring, all of my kits are from Emerson. So you're getting the highest quality pots, switches, jacks, all of it. It's top shelf. Goto tuners, bone nuts. I mean, everything on there is great. Trust me. I'm not sparing any expense. I'm not trying to build these guitars inexpensively. My goal is to build them great. I want to put a guitar in your hands that you're like, I literally don't need to change anything. I would never, unless you're like, oh, I put these humbuckers in every single guitar I've ever had, and that's what I'm going to do. But when you pick up one of these guitars and play it, you're going to feel the quality. You're going to know that you bought a really, really great guitar and you got a heck of a deal on it. So I take all of that to William. I hand him a pile of stuff. Here's the body, here's the neck, here's all the parts. And again, it's the best of the best. He takes that and turns it into an amazing guitar. So he'll glue the necks in. Then he, will do grain filling if that's required. Final sanding to make it perfect. Then he'll put whatever color I've decided on for that guitar, shoot a really couple thin coats of nitrocellulose lacquer so it's going to age beautifully and quickly, because we all like the wear, but I'm doing these all like kind of a VOS finish, so there isn't wear and tear in them. There's no relicking to speak of, though I do age the hardware and try to make everything just look like it's been around for a long time, but very well cared for. If relicking is something you're into and you want some of that going on, we can probably talk about that. But right now I'm making them just kind of VOS finishes. And I think they're great. And the finishes are so thin that you're easily going to be able to start that wear and get that great relicking going on your own. You're going to be able to do it yourself. The satin finishes are super smooth. The backs of the necks, no gummy, thick, feeling finishes. It's just super smooth and great. William makes sure the frets and the fret ends are absolutely perfect. Everything just feels great. I wish I could put a guitar in everybody's hands for 5 minutes and go, just play this. It may not ultimately be the guitar you end up with, but there's no way you're going to say, yeah, this doesn't feel like quality. You're going to say, man, this feels amazing, because they really, really are. So that's kind of a little bit of insight into what I'm doing and into retro sound. And I hope you'll give my guitars a chance. I really feel like if you're a serious player, you're going to appreciate all the quality and everything that goes into making these guitars. And I really feel like you're going to love them. So give me a shout on my here on Instagram if you want. Shoot me a message. I'm going to be posting this on YouTube, of course, on the RetroSound Guitars YouTube channel. Also, you can go to my website, retrosoundguitars.com, take a look around, ask any questions. I'm happy to chat with you about it. I really want to get as many of these guitars into as many players' hands as possible. So let me know what you're looking for. If you see something I've made, maybe now you can say, man, I'm going to take a shot because I'm hearing some great things. He's explaining this in a way that makes me feel like, yeah, these are some really good guitars and I'm going to grab one. So hopefully that's you. Hopefully that's how you're feeling. Again, if you have any questions, please reach out to me and ask. Otherwise, let me know what you need and let me get a guitar in your hands.